This is a great day for football, and we're anxious to get this game underway between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ohio Bobcats. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, and football's in the air, folks. There's going to be some exciting NCAA action here, and it just seems that this season's getting more and more intense with each week. This is a pretty good quarterback coming out of the field right now, but this safety wants to make sure that he doesn't have a good day out there.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and predict an interception today by this safety.
Wow, I like that prediction, Kirk, but I don't see the quarterback throwing the ball his way too often today, so we'll see what he can do.
And now it's time for the Coke Zero coin toss, a winning combination with Coke taste and 0 calories. The pregame festivities are over, and we're just about set to get this game underway. And there's the opening boot. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. And here comes the quarterback onto the field, set to lead this offense for the first time today. They'll get the ball here at the 40. They line it up with 3 receivers. He drops back. Looks left, finding his tailback. He's into the open field. He tries to juke, but they bring him down. A pickup of 5.
They executed the screenplay well here by getting the ball to the halfback. They pick up some yards.
They line up in an I. They'll give it off here. There's a player shaken up on the play. So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. He goes out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense has done their job and made a nice stand. Now let's see if the special teams can come up with something here as well.
Yep, you got to do better than that if you want to get yards against this defense.
Fourth down. They come out in a punt formation. Booming kick. He takes it at the 12. Down the sideline. And down he goes at the 45.
Woo! There was nothing but green in front of him. That was a touchdown-saving tackle.
No doubt about it. That should have been 6.
They'll start this drive at the 45-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Here's the give. Brought down right around the 50. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback. It's 2nd and 4 to go. Ball on the 50. From the gun. Throws incomplete. They got a hand on it.
Nice play by the linebacker to get his hand in there.
And a good call by the coordinator to put his guys in position to make the play.
It's absolutely deafening down there. Now he's scrambling. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Brought down in the open field.
It's a good job of converting on 3rd down with the running game.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39. They come out in a goal line set. Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run one. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Hands it off. Oh, man. He took him down hard. About 6 yards on the play. It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. And this crowd trying to will their defense to make a stop here on 3rd and short. Tackle around the 27-yard line. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out here.
He drops back. Interception off the deflection. I thought that was going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, the quarterback did too. The problem was he didn't see the kid covering his guy. And now he's got to go back and talk to the old ball coach and explain, yo, what happened?
Let me tell you what, that is not a fun thing to do. After he's done yelling at you, we're real quick not to make another throw like that.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Hand off left, and he hit hard. 2-yard carry by the fullback.
He took a shot on that play.
He better check and make sure all of his limbs are still attached.
1-man backfield. And it's knocked away. And he did a nice job breaking up that pass.
Well, he did a great job here of not risking a big gain. Instead, he just batted it down.
Single set backfield. And he's taken down right around the 26-yard line. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a first down.
Booming kick. Brought down as he tried to field it. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. First and 10. Ball on their own 27. They line up in the jumbo set. The halfback with a carry. And they make the stop around the 34-yard line. A 7-yard run by the running back. It's 2nd and 2. Ball on the 34. And we got a new man in there, running back. On the ground, right side. He didn't really have a chance on that play.
Boy, guys, how about the defense on this play? They sniffed that play out from the start.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's on the run. He's in trouble. They'll make the sack. And they came with just too much pressure for the offensive line to handle.
Yeah, that's an excellent play by this defensive end to sneak by the tackle and get to the quarterback for a loss.
This man has a lot of potential. He's only a second-year player, and he sure can make some big plays.
He's to the 40. At the 40. At the 30. He's got an opening. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And just like that, it's 6 points.
Wow, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Wow!
Yeah, or a slingshot. It seemed like everybody else was going at one speed and he was going at another.
And he adds the extra point. Ohio State to kick. Here's the kick. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. Not much luck the last time this offense had the ball. The offense will start at the 31. First and 10. And a new halfback checks into the game. Here's the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
You're right. Poor halfback. He had nowhere to go.
Second down and 11 yards to the sticks. Ball on the 30. Backup running back comes into the game now.
Here we go.
Now he tries to buy some time. Runs with it, and he's got room. He's tackled in the open field.
This is a nice run for the first down by this quarterback.
Folks, that's the end of quarter number 1, and we got a pretty good ball game on our hands so far. Our score here at the Shoe is Ohio State 7, Ohio 0. They're packed in tight on the line. They'll go with the run once again, and down he goes at the 45. 4-yard gain by the back. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Taken down in the backfield. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run. Third down, and they need to get it down to the 39. And this crowd is going crazy. He drops back. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. Fourth and long here after the sack. He really got a hold of that one. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. High formation here. It's the tailback. Tried to sidestep by there, but a good tackle on the play. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 36. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They hand it off, and he's in the open field. A nice job on the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. Third down and 2 to go. They shift on the defensive line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And it's knocked down. Galloway was the intended target. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line. Picked up some good, solid yardage on that return.
Yo, that's not good for the old net punting average either.
They come out in a goal line set. Tries to get around the corner. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. Second and 8. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Can't find anyone open. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly. That looked like a pretty nice little rollout play.
And he did a good job of not forcing the play. It was a simple throw and a good catch for a 6-yard gain.
They're one of the loudest crowds in the country, and they are on their feet. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Steps out of bounds at the 48. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. I like this guy more every time I see him.
They're packed in tight on the line. Gets it and immediately hammered. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
Hey, Kirk, It looks like this kid just spent the night out on the town.
Well, he took a big hit there, Coach. I don't think he's got his equilibrium back yet.
He's on the run. Runs with it, and he's got room. Tackle made at the 35. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy's amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. He gets another carry. He's tackled around the 30-yard line. A pickup of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's going to try and scramble. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He gets rid of it. It is, he threw it and it's caught. Touchdown. He hauled in the long pass for the touchdown.
This receiver is big time, big play. If this were baseball, he'd bat cleanup because he's the biggest home run threat they got.
Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. And this one's away. At the 30. And down he goes. At the 42-yard line. The offense will be hoping for a little more success than they had the last time out. They'll start this drive at the 42. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. They go with the run. Big opening. He may take it inside the 30. Down the sideline. He's all the way. Touchdown. Guys, did you see how fast he is?
This kid's one of the fastest players in all of college football. He runs a 4.340. He is a burner.
And he uses his speed well. Just watch that last touchdown run, and you'll see what we're talking about.
He makes the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Ohio State is lining up to kick this one off. Gets out to about the 22-yard line. Do you think we'll see any changes defensively based on what happened there last time out?
They need to change up something, maybe throw in some different coverages, because this quarterback picked them apart last time out.
And the offense needs to continue to do what they've been doing. They've shown that it all works.
Runs with it, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds around the 39-yard line.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop. You have to scheme around them, which takes the best coverages out of your defensive playbook.
They line up in the shotgun. Chucks it deep down the right side. It's broken up. Good defensive play there.
Yep, keep your eye on the safety there. He's the guy that got in there to knock that ball away. Good play.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. He's looking to pass. Can't find anyone open. Now he's going to run and watch out. And they make the stop at about the 41. And he comes up with a nice run.
Run, but they kept him from getting out of bounds and stopping the clock.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He heaves it to the end zone. Knocked down, incomplete. And that might have been a touchdown.
And I'll tell you what, that should have been a touchdown. The quarterback was a little late on the pass, and that allowed the defender enough time to make a play on the football.
He's on the run. And the safety with the interception. And credit the safety with that last interception.
He knew exactly where the quarterback was going with the football. It's not always about athletic ability. You've got to be a smart player and know what's going on out there.
And that comes from breaking down film of the opposing offense and paying attention all week in practice. This safety was ready for today's game.
First and 10. Ball on their own 38. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
I'm curious to see if they continue to throw the football. They might try and mix it up a little bit. Then again, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yep, he saw an opening on the left side of the field and delivered a great ball.
He just couldn't juke the defender, and he's brought down. So they gain 6 yards on the play and pick up the 1st down.
This is a hard play to contain if you're a defensive player. If you give him too much of a cushion, then the quarterback can hit the receiver with the short routes. If you stay on top of him, then he just might try and beat you deep.
Passes to the left, and it's going the other way. He's into the open field. Folks, that's the end of the first half, and this game's getting interesting. Our score here at the Shoe is Ohio State 14, Ohio 7. And the teams are lined up to start the second half. He sends it downfield. And he'll return this one from the 7. And he's tackled at the 36. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They're packed in tight on the line. They run left, and he'll lose yardage. If these
Defenders continue to exploit the O-line like that, it's going to be a long day for this running back.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 35. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch.
Very solid gain through the air. I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration and get his hands on the football.
They stack the line of scrimmage here. Let's see who's got the stronger lineman. Here's the give. He did not get to the 1st down marker. He'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
So close yet so far away. I thought he had it.
puts it away, and it's a great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. Going with the shotgun here. With a quick throw. Tackle around the 25-yard line. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Well, that's big time. He made a great read on the quarterback and got in there for the pick.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. And he gets a yard on the run.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 24. They'll work from the shotgun. Rolls to the left. Got hit and still completed it. Not a bad little play there.
Yeah, this is a nice job by the quarterback reading the coverage and delivering a very catchable ball and allowing his receiver to come up with a nice game.
I'll tell you what, the quarterback was lucky to even get that one off. He really had some pressure in his face. That line came off the ball and just kept their feet moving and knocked them back.
Good blocks and great running by the ball carrier also.
They come out in a nickel. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. Second down. So they line up on the 3-yard line going in. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. Now he's scrambling. Keeps it, and he's got a touchdown.
Not a good play for the confidence of these defenders. This back made that touchdown look easy. Boy, we sure have a great game on our hands here. We couldn't have asked for a more evenly matched game up until this point.
Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. He makes the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it off. Galloway from the 5. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
In the long run, this team will be all right, as long as they can avoid those types of turnovers.
Yep, it's no coincidence that the teams that win the highest turnover margin are usually the teams at the top of the BCS standings year after year.
One-man backfield. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
Well, I know the receiver isn't too happy, but they got it right after the review. No catch. It's second and 10. Ball on the 34. Single set backfield. Gets it, but steps out and will lose yards. 2-yard loss.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
Third down and 12 to go. Ball on their own 32. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws incomplete. They got a hand on it. Fantastic play by the cornerback.
All you young defensive backs at home, that is how you play defense.
Oh, excellent punt. He makes it to the 32-yard line. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown.
There was a lot working on that last drive, too, Coach.
Especially the blocking up front. This offensive line really did a nice job staying with their blocks so that their running back could run wide.
At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. Oh, my, what a run that was.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this kid is incredible. He's got the moves, the speed, the power. He's the total package.
That is a clutch touchdown. Tie game, and they find a way to put it in for 6. I know there's a lot of time left, but that was a big one.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it off. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 39-yard line. The last time this offense had the ball, it was 3 and out. They'll set up shop at the 39. 1st and 10. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Complete, and he's tackled at the 44-yard line. He had to stretch to get that pass.
He's going to pull a muscle if he has to do that again.
And, gentlemen, that's an All-American at work right there. Boy, does this kid have talent or what? There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Wide receiver screen play. There's a player shaken up on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. 3 wideouts here. Caught, and he's hit immediately.
If they keep this up, they're not going to see a 3rd down all drive.
2nd and 2 coming up here. They line it up with 3 receivers. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
Yeah, and that time the defense got him to go backwards.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Ball on the 40. The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. They go with the run. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. They'll still be short of the 1st down.
They didn't have far to go, Brad, but it didn't matter because this defense was ready for them.
And now it's 4th down, Coach.
Movement along the line. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again.
This quarterback acts like he doesn't even know it's 4th down out there. Did you see how calm he looked in the pocket?
He showed great composure. I don't think he's done moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 19. They find themselves in the red zone for the first time today. Steps out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll get 2 on that one. And this play is number 8 on the drive. 2nd down. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Again, he'll get the call. And he's taken down at the 13-yard line. The halfback runs for 4 yards. It's the 9th play of the drive. 3rd down. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're the quarters defense. Throws, and it's no good. He's ruled out. The quarterback aired it out, but too far.
Yeah, great try by the receiver. Technically, he caught the pass. but he won't get credit for the catch because he was out of bounds.
1 quarter to go, and this looks like it could come down to the very end. The score here in Columbus is Ohio 21, Ohio State 14. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Looks end zone, tipped away. They went for it, but they were denied.
Well, that was a situation where they had to go for it.
I agree. They can't afford to let the other team hold on to the ball. The time is ticking away.
A conversion there could have really helped them, but it just wasn't to be. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 13. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's on the run. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Brought down around the 19-yard line.
Decent pickup there for the quarterback. And Kirk, he had nothing open downfield.
That was good coverage by the defense, but they have to be aware of this quarterback's tendency to scramble around and pick up some yards.
He scrambled. Tackle around the 36-yard line. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
They line up in the jumbo set. He'll keep it on the ground again. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And with that run, this back has hit the century mark. That's 100 yards on the day.
The offense has really stressed the importance of an effective running game, and getting this back over 100 yards certainly shows that they've done a good job of sticking to their game plan.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, Ohio 28, Ohio State 14. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He's to the 10. Bounces off a would-be tackler. So what do you think about this situation, fellas?
They need to move the ball down the field quickly and efficiently. They should maybe even throw in some no huddle to conserve time.
Yep, they don't have that much time to make up 2 scores, so they better get that ball in the end zone on this possession.
They'll start at the 36-yard line. They line it up with 3 receivers. They go with a run. Whoa, he just took a licking. And they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Throws right, intercepted. Here's an opening. To the 20, to the 10. And they finally make the stop at the 1-yard line. Ohio trying to go up by 3 scores. All the big boys are on the field now. Both teams have their big sets out there. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. It's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 1. They put everyone up on the line. They run it, and he's in. Put 6 points on the board. Touchdown.
That was a great call by the coaches. Keep it simple and let the quarterback punch it in there for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and the score is Ohio 35, Ohio State 14. Ohio lines up for the kickoff. He hits a booming kick. At the 30. At the 40. Tackle made at the 44-yard line. And the offense will take the field, and they're certainly hoping to do better than they did on their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
And, you know, we talk time and time again about how important turnovers are.
You know what they say? The team that commits the least amount of turnovers usually wins the game.
They go with the option.
The safety made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. I recommend to the offensive coordinator a little play action and throw the fade route where the safety used to be.
That's right, Lee. These guys are shooting up there when they see run, and it only takes one time to catch him out of position and take it to the house.
He's out of bounds at the 49-yard line. They pick up good yardage that time on the pass play.
Here they kind of put pressure on the quarterback and challenged him to find the hole in the defense. And in this case, he did. Nice job.
And down he goes around the 41-yard line. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Yeah, we saw these guys on Wednesday in practice, and they ran this play over and over for about 20 minutes.
Well, if you can get it right in practice, then you usually can get it right in the game as well.
And he's immediately tackled. Good job on the pass there.
Yeah, let me tell you something. These passes are exactly what they need to put pressure on that defense.
That's the 2nd catch for this receiver on this drive alone. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go his way again.
Option. Oh, what a hit. They need to do a better job of managing the clock here.
You're right, Brad. Not only was that a horrible play in terms of yards picked up, but also, as you mentioned, in terms of all the time that may be wasted.
They'll work from the shotgun. Catches it, but he steps out. He would have been better off letting that one go. That's a 2-yard loss.
Great play by the defense. They were just sitting there waiting on the pass.
2 tight end set. It's the tailback. And they make the stop at about the 23-yard line. And that was a huge run.
Yes, indeed, my friend. What'd I tell you guys? This kid makes big plays when they need them.
Catches it, and he's looking for more. Tackler at the 18-yard line.
That's some pretty timid play calling right there. Let's see if they decide to open it up a bit more.
And he's tackled at the 14. And he couldn't manage to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Well, let's see how that affects them here in this situation.
10th play of the drive. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. 3rd and short, and they'll throw for it.
Snap on that chin strap and go out there and hit somebody.
They've got 1 4th down conversion on this drive. Now they'll give it another go. They put everyone up on the line. They'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Unbelievable. Another conversion on 4th down.
Man, they just made the right call at the right time and executed it perfectly.
And the fact that the defense decided to take a playoff didn't hurt either.
First down, about 12 yards out. They line it up with 3 receivers. Hands it to the senior. And they make the stop at the 6-yard line. They get a good 7 yards on that one.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
Second and 3. 6 yards to the end zone. And they have 3 bunched. Galloway comes away with around 6 yards, and that's also good for a first down.
Heads-up play by the quarterback to find his receiver in traffic and get the ball into his hands.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. 1-man backfield. Fires quickly, but he caught it out of bounds.
This isn't the NFL, sweetheart. Just get one of those big old feet down.
That brings up second and goal. And this is the 15th play of a very solid drive. Guns it in there, touchdown. So the touchdown makes this one a little bit closer. It's just too bad they couldn't get a few more of these a little earlier in the game.
It's good to see this offense working like that at the end of this game, Kirk.
Yeah, they'll certainly be able to take some positives out of this game, and you always learn more from losing than you do from winning.
And he converts the extra point. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, Ohio 35, Ohio State 21. Here's the onside. They'll bring him down at the 47-yard line. So the hands team does their job, and the onside is not successful.
When people talk about special teams winning football games, they're usually talking about blocking kicks and big returns. But the onside return team can be just as important. And right now, these guys may have sealed the deal with that recovery.
They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
Possibly some miscommunication there. They can't get the play off, and it'll cost them a few. So the penalty will make it 1st and 15. They're packed in tight on the line. The play clock's at 0. They took too much time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they can just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
So the penalty puts him back for a 1st and long. The play clock's at 0-0. They just took too long.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
There might have been some miscommunication down there.
And anytime there's a delay of game, it's usually because they were late getting the right personnel on the field.
They didn't snap the ball in time.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So the delay of game will move them back a few. And I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. So it's first down and an eternity. Tackle made right around the 38-yard line. They get about 5 yards from the halfback. We've got a 2nd and long. They're going to have to rush to the line. Caught, and he's hit immediately. They couldn't get much out of that one.
I loved how that defense just swarmed the ball the second it was thrown.
They're going to have to do a little bit better than that if they want to pick up a first down coming up here.
This place is getting loud. Pressure coming, and he goes down. There's sack number 4.
Boy, I really like the way this defense is pushing the quarterback. Not much you can do out there.
Well, he's being forced to make really quick decisions because he doesn't have any time to throw the ball. That's going to lead to turnovers.
And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, Ohio 35, Ohio State 21. Kirk, any final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Ohio State had a few missed opportunities in this game. I think if they could have capitalized on a few of them, it would have been a lot closer, and they might even have won this game.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us for this production of NCAA Football 09. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us again next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.